Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Why do the Tariqats not get involved in jihad going on in Syria, Afghanistan, and Chechnya?
Because, listen carefully now, you're asking from the viewpoint of Tariqat. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and I'm speaking with the permission of my Shaykh. Because there is a Shariat in everything. There is a Shariat in Jihad too. The law, the divine law in Jihad is that only the Khalifa can declare Jihad. Not groups of people, not presidents, not ayatollahs, not muftis, not mullahs. Khalifa. Do we have a Khalifa? No, there's no jihad. There is no permission. You can try, you can go, but the end is not going to be good because Allah is not giving the permission. Why are these things happening? Why are these things happening? Not only in Syria, Afghanistan, Chechnya. Why are these things happening? Why is the Ummah being punished continuously? All the way from the Balkans. You think this is something, Syria, Afghanistan, and Chechnya now? You know what happened when the Khilafat fell? How many millions of Muslims everywhere, they're getting slaughtered? Do we know that? We're looking at the things now because it is there. We're seeing it in the papers. We're seeing it in the media. Do we know how many millions were killed in Russia because of Stalin and Lenin? You know how many millions were killed in China because of Mao? You know how many more were killed in the Balkans because of socialism? You know how many more were killed in North Africa, in the Middle East? You know how many more were killed in Southeast Asia? What is happening right now? From that time until now, continuously. Why is this happening? We cannot say that this is a rahmat coming from Allah. This is an azab. Are we understanding why we're being punished? No. Many don't want to understand. They say, well, let's not talk about that. We must help to do something. If you're walking and you trip over something and you fall down, and if you don't look behind to see how you trip, you're going to keep on tripping. You're going to keep on falling. You're not just going to scrape your knees next time, you're going to break your neck. And this whole ummah is breaking its neck. Yes, we are getting punished. We are being punished. Why are we being punished? Because we're saying we don't want the shadow of Allah. We don't want Allah's law in this world. We don't want Shariat. We want nationalism. We want tribalism, meaning our own people that Prophet came to destroy tribalism. Now we want one ummah. No ummah. All these talks, people are saying unity, unity, unity. What unity? Unity under what? Always, unity of the ummah is under a Khalifa. From the time of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu an, right up till the last ruling Khalifa, Sultan Abdul Hamid Khan, Jannat Makan, there was one Khalifa. Every ummah, every nation, every millet, every nationality, they're a Muslim, is under that head, that shadow of Allah. We say we don't want shadow of Allah. We don't want Shariat. We don't want Allah. We don't want the representative of the Prophet. We don't want that. We kick them away. We did. We are under punishment now. First, understand how we trip. Then you can fix yourself. You're asking me this question, and I'm answering you from where I am. You can ask this question to scholars. They're going to give you a completely different answer. It's okay with me. Doesn't matter. We know what is haqq, because we know what is going on too. So, are we happy that these things are happening? No. Our hearts bleed. Are we happy that it is happening in Palestine? Are we happy that these Arab countries, that the Muslims, the believers, They are getting oppressed and tortured every day. Are we happy that the Muslims everywhere, even in countries so-called Pakistan, that they are daring to say it's a second Medina? Really? Come on now. Wake up a little bit. Medina never had a woman to rule it. That's enough sign to tell you now. Why all these things that happen? Why we're being punished? We did something. We did something really wrong. Awliya Allah, they said, Shaykh Effendi, Shaykh Abdul Karim Kibrisi Hazratleri, saying, this nation, don't think that we're being punished really so much now. Worse is going to come, believe me, worse is going to come. Because right now, we're just getting punished for the disobedience and the rebellion that we did. So Sultan Abdul Aziz, this is what we're suffering now. Sultan Abdul Aziz was a Khalifa before Sultan Abdul Hamid Khan. That the nation betrayed him too. He says, wait to see what's going to happen to this ummah when it's being punished because of what we've done to Sultan Abdul Hamid Khan, Jannat Mein Khan. Yeah. So, for 1400 years, Tariqats, it is not like this looking, especially in America. Tariqat is, I'm, educated, I have a nice profession, I wear nice clothes, I eat nice organic things. I only have burda nights and this nights and that nights. That's tariqat, love and just salawats and don't get involved with anything. Close my eyes, I'm very happy. For 1400 years, the tariqats, the sheikhs and the murids, they were right in front of the army. They were right in front, not in the middle, not behind, not to say, oh, I'm doing zikr, I cannot fight. Huh? They were right in front, fighting for the sake of Islam, against the disbelief. Right up till the battle of Gallipoli, Chanakale, the last jihad that this ummah is facing. Always the Ahli Tariqat is in front. You will find some pictures also. They're showing different tariqats too. Don't just think it's Naqshbandi Tariqat. Different tariqats too. You find old pictures of Mevlevi tariqats. They're going to battle right in front. Someone is playing the ney, and the rest they are marching to fight, to give up. Yes, Jihadul Azkar, Jihadul Akbar. That time is finished. When is the time going to come again? When Sahibul Zaman, Sahibul Mekan, when Sahibul Saif, when Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam comes, a heavenly power is not here. When the heavenly power comes, then that is the time when not just Muslims, but everyone will stand up. Those who are standing up for haqq, they will stand up together. Not Muslims only. Muslims, Jews, Christians, any belief that you have, if you're believing in haqq, in truth, then you're going to come under the shelter of Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam. Yes, that is the time when we are going to fight for haqq, not for nationalism. Not for nationalism. Now everyone is fighting only for their own nationalist ideas. Like I said, are we happy with what is happening in the Muslim world, that we are being tortured? No. Our hearts are bleeding. But permission is permission. The permission is going to be open soon, inshallah. Wait, get ourselves ready. Because so many, they're going, and they have such good intentions, but they're getting tricked too. And so many begin good, but they end up very corrupt. We were just saying last week, it used to be the Mujahideen from Afghanistan. We used to call them Mujahideen. They were fighting for Islam, yes, they were fighting for Islam. But once they started to get weak, and they start taking help from others, from unbelievers, who were helping them, saying, other unbelievers saying, let's help. I can support you. I can give you some new weapons. I can give you some new techniques. I can give you some new ways. They start implementing wrong things that is against Islam, against the Sharia, the fighting, they fall. Once they fall, other shaitanic elements come into them and their honor finished. They're no longer fighting for Allah. So, we're asking safety for this ummah. We're asking for the tyrant leaders, both from the governmental regimes and the tyrant leaders from the religion, for them either to wake up, to come back to Siratul Mustaqim, or for them to be replaced with believers. And that's the time. Watch to see how 313 can defeat thousands. How in the battle of Yarmouk, 20,000 Muslims defeated over 200,000 unbelievers. Because what did Holy Prophet ﷺ say? One believer, his strength, his power is equal to that of at least 10 unbelievers. What are we here for? Why are we here? Why am I here? Why is Shaykh Effendi building here? Our belief. Because that time, we hope to be stronger than 10. We hope to be stronger than 100. It is not just with a wish, with an idea. It is not just with an intention. It is with the action. Right now where we are training to have that belief to be strong. That's what I can do right now. The time is up. Inshallah Rahman, may we find safety. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.